Welcome to Texas Football Talk. I'm your host, Jeremy Lockby. Once again, joined by my brother Clint in this episode. Another 2022 Commitment Corner. Cole Hutson, offensive lineman, Frisco, Texas. How you doing, brother?
Hey, pretty good, man. People have been screaming and yelling about offensive lineman. When's the next offensive lineman going to come? When's the next offensive lineman coming? We got one, man. 2022 four-star commitment offensive lineman, Cole Hutson, 6'5", 312 pounds, out of Frisco High School in Frisco, Texas. Currently ranked around the 89 mark with from the composite for 247, number 331 nationally ranked, number 13 interior offensive lineman in the nation, and number 49 in Texas. Currently 14 total offers, but to me, it's not the number of offers. It's really who's offered him. Two-time 5A first team all district 3.7 with 3.7 GPA. Committed to University of Texas over A&M, Oklahoma, and Alabama. Cole Hutson, man, and we'll get a little bit into it when we talk about his film study, but I think Flood, if he can develop Cole Hutson, you're talking about another first-round pick, and then possibly play probably center or guard at UT. And he was on campus for two straight weekends, one for an official visit, and another because they went and actually watched Arizona State play Texas in the regionals. His dad played for Arizona State, was also a pro pitcher. So your thoughts, man, on his film study?
So plays right guard at Frisco High School. Intelligent kid, like you talked about, and you could tell that on film. He's very schematic, a road grader, pulls with ferocity. So he understands trap blocking. He understands the ability to pull. He's definitely a better run blocker at this point in his career. You see that on tape. Stands out at the point of contact, centers himself on his target, and most times knocks him down to the ground. He likes to get to that second level. Again, he makes the initial block on the defensive lineman and tries to work that second level to the linebackers or the secondary. Again, more advanced as a run blocker than a pass blocker, but he's very heavy-handed and strong. Again, if he gets his hands on you, you talked about him, 6'5", 312 pounds, and he hits people hard and he knocks them to the ground. Blocks well in space and runs very well. Again, he's one of those athletes that Texas looks like they're trying to get in this class. The guys that can get downfield and get ahead of what would be Bijan Robinson, Jaden Blue, Jonathan Brooks, and these great running backs that Texas has got on campus. He finishes blocks to the ground. He hustles. Again, he likes to finish folks, not just knock you back, but knock you down and then sit on you. He has a great smile in his pictures. All the Texas visit pictures with him and his family. He has a great smile, but you can tell he has a mean streak. But I think the best thing about him is his technical skills. Like I said, he understands the blocking game in the interior, has the ability to pull, to trap, and then seek guys out and put them to the ground. And that's the best thing that Cole Hutson has to offer the University of Texas at this point.
Yeah, the biggest thing, man, you're talking about going back to development, and where I see really a comp is, it reminds me of Landon Dixon, who came out, was an offensive tackle, North 4 offensive tackle, coming out of high school, and a little bit higher rated than what Cole Hutson is at this particular point. But wound up playing center for the University of Alabama, and that's kind of where I see Cole Hutson at. I think Landon Dixon was somewhere around about 6'6", 315 pounds. And I think currently Cole Hutson's sitting at about 6'5", 312 pounds. So it wouldn't surprise me. What Kyle Flood's looking for is big guys, man. Those guys that are sitting over 315 pounds, 310, 315 pounds, man, and heavier, to be able to really road grade for those running backs, man, that we have there. Really, really excited about him. I think this is just one of the first dominoes to fall when it comes to offensive linemen in this class. Like we said before, this is going to be a roller coaster ride. You may miss out on one or two guys, and then all of a sudden you start picking up multiple guys, and it kind of goes from there. But I definitely think this was a big pickup. Again, if you're looking at, he was sitting in Saban's office, 2 weeks ago, and then he was with Jimbo Fisher in A&M. A lot of guys will say, well, I don't think he was a take for neither one of those schools. I'm going to tell you, they wouldn't have brought him there on an official visit if they weren't willing to take him. You have one more thought, Jeremy?
I have two more thoughts. Talking about versatility, you see him as a center. I see him as a guard, but he runs really, really well. He just doesn't have the pass blocking experience that I see on film to slide him at the tackle. But this is a versatile ball player. Like you said, he comes in half the size of what, so we know the previous offensive line coach liked guys about 270. We know that the current offensive line coach likes guys about 330, 340. You got a kid, like you said, 6'5", 312 pounds that you can move across the line, and like I said, creates position versatility for that group. If he develops the way I think he will.
Yeah, because he almost has the length to play offensive tackle. If you think about it, between 6'5" and 6'7", 320 pounds, you can almost fit him as offensive tackle. But you look at him as guard, and I look at him as a tall, center. So I think that the position flexibility is there, and that's maybe something that they see, that Kyle Flood sees in Cole Hutson. But definitely a big pickup, man, on this offensive line. We hope you liked this podcast. If you liked it, please hit that like button. If you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. You can find us on Twitter at TX Football Talk, on Facebook at Texas Football Talk, and on Instagram at Texas Football Talk. We appreciate you listening as always, and hook 'em.
Hook 'em.